don't know why I did that. I need to calm down. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nikki, and we are a little weird around here. As you can clearly see, I have completely gotten rid of that monstrosity that was filled in here. So we have a whole bunch of fun little October prompts that I think will be perfect for spooky season. And then obviously, because they're spooky themed, they'll be perfect for many more months to come. Alright, I think 6 prompts is probably a really good sweet spot for me. If I go more than 6, I feel like I'm being too ambitious and then I kind of get a little overwhelmed. But if it's under 6, I feel like that's not enough choice. It's a nice even medium. Ooh, okay, we got a mystery book. I don't have, unfortunately, a lot of mystery books. And in my recent haul, if you guys haven't seen that video, you should definitely go check it out. I got Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. If you don't know anything about Agatha Christie, she writes very cozy mystery novels. This looks honestly really fun and super fast-paced, and it's incredibly short. And it literally is Halloween. Like, how could you not go for this? And it looks like it would be super cozy, and it's not like overly scary. So I think this would be a great first pick for our spooky season TBR. A skull on the cover. I think Haunting Adeline might have a skull on the cover. Does Her Soul to Take also have a skull on the cover? Because those are both like dark romance books. Guys, it's spooky season. Like, these are the 2 books I've been honestly waiting for the season to read. I don't know how the heck I'm going to pick. Clearly, everyone has heard about Haunting Adeline. You have to check your trigger warnings before reading this book. I feel like at any dark romance, you should probably check your trigger warnings. But you know what? I know this is a huge book. I want to get it. I want to understand what everyone is hyping about this book. They obviously love this book, or they hate it. It's one or the other. I've read H.D. Carlton before, and I thought her writing was crazy. This might be a really fun thing. Obviously, it's a stalker romance, so that's kind of crazy. Or Her Soul to Take. I have never heard of Harley LaRue before until of Larry. This looks like a ton of fun as well. If you don't know about Her Soul to Take, it's about this girl. She's, I think, a YouTuber, and she's obsessed with the paranormal, and she decides to summon a demon in her house. He's the demon. This guy. And it's a dark romance. This looks like, honestly, a fun time. I feel like this might be lighter than this, but I really want to read both of them during the season, so this is going to be kind of hard. I think I'm just going to go for it. I think I'm going to read Haunting Adeline for this month. This is definitely a highly anticipated read for me. I've been wanting to read this for a really long time. I've been kind of waiting for like the moment to read it. So I just think, guys, I think for me it's time. It's time. I'm nervous, I'm scared, and I think it's honestly just gonna be a fun time. A dark fantasy book. Okay, I don't know. What would class... You know what? Let's see if the Google has anything to say about a dark fantasy book. As I'm looking through the dark fantasy section on Goodreads, I think I might be able to find a couple books that will classify itself as dark fantasy. I did not know I owned this many, and I think I might have more, to be honest with you. I totally forgot I have The Gunslinger, which is the first book in the Dark Tower series. These are supposed to be really fun. They're connected to a lot of King's books between the world of the Dark Tower series and his other horror thriller books. I think this literally just follows a guy, a loner, on a journey into good and evil in his desolate world, a landscape strewn with wreckage and civility. He tracks down the man in black, encounters an enticing woman named Alice, and begins a friendship with a boy from New York named Jake. Cool. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a grand good time. I didn't even know these were classified as dark fantasy. And they're both by Jay Kristoff. The first one is actually Nevernight. It's about a girl who joins a school of assassins because she wants to seek vengeance on those who killed her family. And I'm pretty sure this is like a 3-book series. I did not know Jay Kristoff. I saw this book before. This looks really fun. So we got ourselves an assassin kind of book, according to Goodreads and according to Google. This is a dark fantasy. I saw this beef a long time ago, and it's called Empire the Vampire. This guy was enslaved by them, and now he's going around killing vampires, I think. 27 long years since the last sunrise. For nearly 3 decades, vampires have waged war against humanity, building their internal empire even as they tear down our own. Now only a few tiny sparks of light endure in a sea of darkness. Gabriel is a silver saint, a member of the Holy Brotherhood dedicated to defending the realm and church from the creatures of the night. Like, that honestly sounds super epic. That sounds like a really, really fun, good time. Nevernight is actually on my 24 books to read in 2024, to be 100% honest with you. And I low-key forgot this book existed. This just looks crazy. Ask me not if God exists, but why he's such a prick. I don't know. Do I want to read an assassin book right now, or do I want to read something about hunting vampires? This is going on far too long, and I just need to pick a book. I'm gonna pick Nevernight. The font is very small. I don't always have to wear my glasses, but these are gonna have to definitely be staying on my face if I want to read either of those books. But I think a revenge story sounds so much fun, and I want to read a little bit of gory killing. Like, I feel like the killing in this might be really, really fun. So I'm going to give Nevernight a shot on this TBR, because if I love Jay Kristoff, I want to finish this series and then jump into his new one. This is, I think, a new series that just came out. I can already feel it in my bones right now that this TBR is gonna be so jam-packed and so much fun. I didn't even realize these books classified as dark fantasy. If I love this book, I think I might know what my genre might be, because I love fantasy, but I've been predominantly a romance reader these days, and I really want to get back to my roots. All right, let's pick number 4. A dark academia book. Okay, so I actually have quite a few of dark academia books, and I think I might want to just start with like more academia, not super heavy magic academia. But I do have A Deadly Education. Really kind of short, really cute. I feel like this won't take me very long. I think I read a little bit of this before in like Soft DNF'd It. It's a whole bunch of kids are put into the school, but the school I think is trying to kill them. And they're trying to like make sure they're all ready for the world, because the world in general also wants to kill these kids. The other ones I do have are If We Were Villains and In My Dream I Hold a Knife. Both of these I think are kind of like around the same realm. Like, obviously this is very Shakespeare. Like, you're trying to figure out who out of the Shakespeare group actually may have killed one of the characters in here, because our main character is being released from prison and he's telling the story of what happened. In this one, I think there's 6 friends, 1 college reunion, and 1 unsolved murder. I think I'm gonna have to be between these 2. I don't really think I want a lot of magic right now. I think I just want like a quintessential dark academia book. This is a suspense novel, trying to figure out who done it. Same thing with this one, but very heavy Shakespeare. I don't know if I'm in the mood to be reading very heavy Shakespeare. Love the cover though. I think this might have to be the one. 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder. Like, that's all I really want to know out of the back of this book. And I think, quite honestly, this might be a lot of fun. It's a little over 300 pages. I think I could have a really fun time doing like a 24-hour readathon with this book, because I don't know what it is about murder mystery books or thriller books in general. I could just binge them. Or got like a really good mix in here. Oh, I could feel the spooky season oozing into my veins. I think I just need to calm down. A horror book. Okay. That's fine. It's totally fine. Let's just start off with Hide. This is supposed to be hide and seek in an abandoned carnival. If you're found, I think you're dead, but if you win the game, you get a whole bunch of cash. And our main character is really, really good at hiding. This is short. Clearly we have a theme going on here for short books. And you know what? There's not a problem with that. This looks very scary. I don't know why, it just does. It says on here on the back, it gives people like Squid Game vibes. I'm gonna be coming out with ya. I've never watched Squid Games. Another option, The Chain. This is like a parent's worst nightmare. Now, I'm not a parent, but I'm sure some of you are. And the whole point of The Chain is kidnapping another child to get your own child back. And you have to continue the chain or you will never get your child back. That is probably one of the most scariest thing I've ever heard. I think this might be a thriller. I don't know. It might be. I don't know if this is really classified as a horror book, but to me, that's horror. Like, your child's gone. That is horror, okay? Not thriller, horror to me. So maybe that's up to interpretation. We could go completely lighthearted and read my Stranger Things looking book. It's called My Best Friend's Exorcism. This gives me scary movie vibes. This book packs all the magic of a summer horror flick. High school sophomores, best friend dies going skinny dipping, but then she comes back to life. I don't know. This looks honestly like a lot of fun. It doesn't look overly terrifying. Here I am liking Stephen King, but sometimes your girl gets too scared. But this looks like a lot of fun. I really like the cover of this book. I like the premise of this book. Chicken! Where was I about this book? I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with this book. This one looks like a lot of fun. Not overly scary. I think it'd be really good for like vibes. Like Halloween vibes. Perfect vibes. Or we can talk about the elephant in the room. This is a whopper of a book. I don't think I'm going to be picking this. I really don't think I can. Like, as amazing as it would be for me to stick this on my TBR and then actually read it, I feel like the rest of my TBR is going to be neglected. I think I might have to read this while reading other books is what I'm getting at. I don't think I can just leave this on my TBR and go for it. Unless you guys honestly just want me to do a full-on like reading vlog of just this, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I feel like if you got hit in the head with a hardcover version of this, you're dead. This is so big. Like, I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna pick this. Okay, and here's why I'm gonna be picking this. 1, it looks like fun. 2, it gives me old school vibes. 3, I want not very scary as my horror book. I don't care if I'm being a wimp, okay? I'm allowed to be wimpy. I know what's in here. I've never seen the movie, but I know what's in here, and I'm not looking forward to it. So I'm gonna pick this. I'm being overly dramatic. I'm allowed to be dramatic. It's my channel, okay? I'm allowed to be dramatic. It's my place to be. This book is just haunting me. Just like my dreams will be. Ugh. All right, we got 5 books. Last book. Feeling spunky today. It's gotta be the season. Watch me pull Stephen King. I know I wrote Stephen King on here, and then I'm just doomed. Okay? I bet the one I just put down was Stephen King. I am going to say that this prompt right here is not Stephen King, and I'm going to manifest this being fun, lighthearted book. Okay? I think this is gonna be the perfect ending prompt. And I was right. I randomly picked this. You saw it, ladies and gentlemen. I picked this all on my own. Reader's choice. Reader's choice. Reader's choice. See? I'm not lying. What the heck do I feel like reading? Oh my gosh. I know exactly what book I want to pick. I'm trying to get my book club to want to read it. It has to be Lightlark. I don't have any YA on this. This is Games and Trials. Every 100 years or so, Lightlark appears and it hosts a deadly game. And each ruler has something to hide, but each curse is uniquely wicked, and to break them and save themselves in their realm, a ruler has to die. I'm been wanting to read this for so long. I think it's about time. I think a little bit of romantasy YA will be really, really fun. I think this will wrap up the TBR so perfectly. So let me rearrange all these books and we're gonna talk about them. All right, our first book, Halloween Party, Haunting Adeline. Low-key nervous, but super excited. Nevernight, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. My Best Friend's Exorcism, and Lightlark. I think this is the perfect October TBR. I'm so freaking excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun as much as I did picking this and being here with me trying to figure out all these books. I hope I helped you find some books that you want to put on your TBR in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like, follow, and subscribe. You'll be notified every time that I upload if you hit that little bit of a bell. If you made it to the end of the video, please let's do a ghost. Let's do a ghost emoji. It's spooky season, guys, and what's more spookier than a ghost? I hope you guys are having a wonderful and safe spooky season, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hold on, I gotta put these down so I can give you kisses. Bye bye!